Now, should you be investing? That is a question that a lot of people approach me with, and I often give a very frustrating answer, which is, it depends. It's very much going to depend on your long-term financial objectives, your aims, and what you need that money for. So ultimately, what you're investing in should always be predicated on why you're investing. So understanding what your financial objectives are, what your goals, and what that money means to you is going to make sure that any investment strategy you put into place makes far more sense. At Gerald Edelman Wealth, we have 6 guiding investment principles. The first of these is that capital markets work. I mean that if you are invested for a long period of time, the likelihood is that you will generate positive investment returns. The second investment philosophy that we have is that asset allocation drives returns. How much do you have in equities, i.e. stocks and shares? How much do you have in fixed incomes? By that I mean gilts, so government borrowing or corporate debt. And how much do you have in cash, property, alternatives? That's very much going to guide your investment returns rather than the underlying investment portfolio. So the third investment principle we have is very much that risk and return is asymmetrical. The more risk you take, the higher the returns are going to be. Investment principle 4 is that diversification works. So putting together an investment portfolio that is well diversified, both in terms of underlying assets, both in terms of geographical reach, and both in terms of asset class, is going to protect an investor. Investment principle 5 is very much that cost is knowable and performance isn't. Now, what you will find is the more expensive a portfolio is, statistically speaking, the less likely it is to generate positive returns. In that way, typically when we start working with a client and reviewing their investment philosophy, we won't just look at the historic performance of their current portfolio, but we'll also look at the cost. Investment principle 6 is very much about staying disciplined. It's not about playing the markets or timing the markets. It's very much about setting out a plan and making sure you stay to that plan. At Gerald Edelman Wealth, we're not trying to sell you a product. It's very much about, in the first instance, protecting your wealth and growing your wealth. The first step towards your financial plan is an initial meeting. We will have an exploratory chat about your financial goals, your objectives, and what you're looking to achieve. And we can dovetail that into what does that look like for your investments. Review any investments you have, talk about any investments you want to make, and very much help you understand what does financial security look like for you.